this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. And today I'm back with another instalment in my Creator Calendar series, really pushing to get these done by the end of the year. If all goes to plan, this should be going out on Boxing Day. If you're in the UK, you'll know what Boxing Day is. It's another holiday day, so we have Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. So as Christmas Day fell on a Saturday this year and Boxing Day on a Sunday, we'll have Monday and Tuesday as bank holidays, but this will be going out on the Sunday the 26th, I hope, if everything goes to plan. So anyway, we're up to August at the minute, and it was a really good excuse for me to break out this stamp set, which I haven't used an awful lot. Sweet ice cream. So there's all sorts of ways you can make up ice creams, lollies, with sprinkles, with flakes, with all sorts. So it's a really nice set, really fun set, and I've really not used it. I've used the greetings, but I haven't really used these images before. But I thought for August, we'll all be thinking about summer holidays, dazing in the sun and having ice cream, so I thought that might be quite a nice image for August. So let's get started. So we need to find August, which is there, but actually I'm going to do some stamping on a separate piece of card first. So I've got a little spare piece of basic white. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper. So I'm going to do some stamping off with this, and I've got 3 colours to use. I've got Blushing Bride, Petal Pink and Soft Sea Foam, sort of very pale ice creamy colours, I hope, but I want to stamp them off. I don't want them in full strength, so I'm going to stamp them off each time. So I have got the ice cream, the top of the cone, and the cone part, those stamps. I've also got the sprinkles stamps, hundreds and thousands, so you can put some little sprinkles on your ice cream. I've also got another one, so these are sort of lines, these are dots, and we're going to use that for the background. Is that all? And then I've got the crisscross bit that goes on the cone to make it look like a waffly cone. So those are the stamps we're going to use. So I'm going to start off with Soft Sea Foam, and I'm going to take the top of my ice cream and I'm going to stamp it off and then stamp onto here. So hopefully that will be nice and pale. Yes, very pale, which is what I wanted. And I'm then going to go in full strength and add the sprinkles like so. And then I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to grab my chamois. Somebody asked me the other day how often I replace my chamois. I haven't replaced them at all. I've got 2, and I just interchange them between throwing them in the dishwasher or the washing machine. So I just keep them. I have one on the go and one that's being washed at the time. So I haven't replaced them at all. Haven't had to buy a new one. Oh, I've got a little something on my stamp there. I think that's got it. There we go. Oh, still looking like there's something on it. Hey ho. Right, so stamp that off and stamp. This is Blushing Bride. So again, I'm going to clean off the sprinkles and stamp the sprinkles onto my ice cream, like so. Oh, they're such pretty colours, these. They're very, very pale, but that's okay. And then we're just going to do Petal Pink as well. There we are, and again with the sprinkles. There, so that's all the tops of my ice creams. I'm going to pop these all away. Most of these I won't need again. I will need the Soft Sea Foam. I'm going to use that in a sec, but I will put it away for the moment because otherwise I'm bound to put something on it or something will drop onto it. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the cones. So I'm going to start with Soft Suede and stamp 3 of these little crisscrossy bits. And again, I'm doing it this way round because I find it easier to position the cone over top of these rather than putting this over top of the cone. There we are. That was in Soft Suede. And then I'm just going to grab Crumb Cake to do the cones. Now there is a punch that will punch out these shapes. It's called the ice cream cone builder, I think. I don't have it. I haven't bought it. I kind of make those kinds of decisions on how many times I think I'm likely to use it. And I decided I wouldn't use it enough to warrant it being worth me to buy. Although if I had enough money, I would have bought it because I love punches. But anyway, I didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut these out with my snips. Now the triangles, the cones, are very easy to do. So it's just snip along 3 straight lines. Like so. The ice creamy bits are a little bit more tricky, but it's fine. You can still do that. So hopefully this has gone out on Boxing Day. So I'm wondering what you all got up to on Christmas Day, whether your plans were disrupted by Omicron or whether they were able to go ahead. I'm hoping, as I film this, it's before Christmas as I film this, my son, I was supposed to have my son and 2 daughters plus their partners, so there was going to be 8 of us altogether, including me and my husband. And sadly, a couple of days ago, my son tested positive for COVID, so he's in isolation until the 30th, and he's feeling really rotten actually as well. So I'm really sorry for him and his girlfriend who won't be able to come. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that my 2 daughters and their partners will stay well. As you know, my husband and I had COVID earlier this month. Now my son's got it. His girlfriend is heartbroken because, of course, she's really going to have to stay with him, and so she'll have he's ill, and she's going to have a pretty miserable time, I think. And I'm just hoping she doesn't catch it as well. Although they live in a tiny flat together, so the chances of him not have infected her are very slim, I think. So we're a couple of days before Christmas as I'm filming this, and I've got a feeling that my husband, I can't go because I'm not out of isolation yet. I've got a feeling my husband might be doing a mercy dash to Southend to take Christmas presents and a food parcel for my son and his girlfriend. It's all change, isn't it? My daughter works in a theatre in London, and a lot of the shows have been being cancelled because the cast have got COVID. So the theatre that she works in, the show has now been closed until after Christmas. And so the company asked her to go and work in a different theatre, which she was quite happy to do. But today she's heard that that one's been closed as well. And the problem is she's on a 0 hours contract, so she won't get paid if she doesn't work. So she's a bit worried about that, especially if it goes on after Christmas. She's got a casual contract as well with another company, so hopefully she can go and do front of house in one of the other theatres. But not many of the theatres are open, I have to say. Loads of the London theatres are closed at the moment, and you can't blame them. I mean, they're mostly because their cast have COVID, but I do wonder how keen people would be to go out into the theatre at this time of year when the virus is so rampant. Hey ho, I'm hoping that soon we'll have some good news about it. I know some of you live in other countries where there are different rules and regulations. We seem to be stuck with a ditherer in charge of us who can't make... He's so desperate to be liked, he doesn't want to make the decisions that mean that he might not be liked. But in my view, they are the decisions that need to be made, really, in order to keep everyone safe. Anyway, all my chuntering has gone on while I've just fussy cut my ice creams. So I'm going to bring my calendar back in now. And that's here. And I'm going to use the Dotty stamp, which is sort of hundreds and thousands, but I'm going to use that to do a background here. So I'm just going to do some dots in a kind of line along here. I'm just hoping they'll look okay. And then maybe down here as well. Like so. And then we just need a little bit of Tombow to glue all these in. So I'll bring in my Tombow. I'm just going to position them so that I know where they need to go. So trying to get them lined up. Just need to make sure the tops will fit on as well. So they just need to be spaced out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one on first. A little bit of Tombow. You need a cocktail stick, never one handy when I need it. There you go. So I'm hoping you all had some nice things under your Christmas trees. I actually didn't ask for anything crafty this year, so I'm not really sure what Father Christmas will be bringing me because I didn't really have very much to ask for. What I wanted was for everybody to be fit and healthy so that we could have a lovely time together. And so I'm not going to get that because my son is going to be missing. I'm just wondering whether we could have a New Year celebration as a family because he'll be out of isolation by the 30th. So maybe we'll have a rerun of Christmas Day on the 30th of December. Right, so I just want to make sure that I've got enough room for this to get in there. There we go. Like so. So this is the Blushing Bride one. I think I might make some cards with ice creams on actually. They'd be quite nice for summer birthdays, wouldn't they? I'm trying to steer away a little bit from floral. Right, that's going to overlap a little bit, but I don't think that matters. And this is another very, very simple project to do for your cake. Of course you can do more complicated things, but I am trying to keep them very, very simple and quick. For a start, if you're going to make these, you've got 12 to do, so you're going to have a lot to do for each one. And for those of you who've been asking, sorry, a lot of you have been asking, my calendars came from Paper Mill Direct, which is an English company that I use quite a lot for stock for my my other business, mainly because I want textured cards for the cards that I make, and they sell really nice linen card in bulk. But they supply these calendars, but they're an English company, and they don't ship to the US, I'm afraid. So if you're watching in the US, they only ship to certain countries in Europe, including the UK. My friend Jez, who is Nigeza, has got an idea for making her own. She's got a bind it all machine, so she's going to try and make her own. And so keep an eye on Jez's blog because you might be able to get some ideas there. And that's it. That's my ice creams for August. I hope you like that. I think that'll be quite a nice cheery picture to have on the calendar for all of August. I'll be back very soon with September, so please join me then. Please click subscribe on the channel if you haven't already, so that you can follow September, October, November and December. For 8 months down, only 4 months to go now. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.